1 week ago tonight, we had 22 tornadoes, and in the week since, we have seen so many Hoosiers step up and help the storm victims. Welcome inside the comfy confines of the Channel 13 studios. Felicia, Sean, and Swan with you here as we count down to the weekend. Wait until we see some of the video that we're going to show you from Augusta National. A storm rolled through and knocked down pine trees, towering trees, during the middle of the second round today. We're going to show you that video so you can see that. And Felicia, the weekend is here and it's warming up.
Yes, and we 100% deserve what's coming our way, Sean.
Yeah, for sure.
Warming up. Now, I want to preface this.
Yeah, right.
The mornings are going to be chilly. All right, mornings are going to be chilly, but just in true spring fashion, we will warm in the afternoon.
Nice.
Okay. That was your warning.
Show you the numbers for today. This kind of explains everything. So we are at 36 for the low. We are at 58, although I would argue it felt a little warmer than 58 in the afternoon. Here's what's on tap for tonight. So if you're out early tomorrow morning, if you have Little League games, if you've got soccer, if you're getting in a morning run, Carmel Marathon, by the way, tomorrow morning. Ideal conditions for fast times in Carmel.
Good.
Temperatures that will be in the 30s there. So here you go for tomorrow, peaking out in the lower 60s in the afternoon. It's going to be a little brisk. And as we go into the afternoon, it should be a pretty quick warm-up.
There we go. Get into the 60s.
There you go. We'd like to see that, and then we'll keep it going. Indy 11 has a match tomorrow at the Mike, Saturday, or 7 p.m. Should be a beautiful evening. And then here, most importantly, for Easter Sunday. Sunrise 7:18 will be 65 to about 68 degrees for a daytime high. We will take that.
How you feeling about that, Felicia?
That is beautiful. That's wonderful.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it is going to be nice.
And really no rain in the forecast, right?
Good. They're going to be collecting some dust in the rain
Wow.
gauges here. And I mean, I'm telling you, it's probably one of the best 7 days we have had in a long time.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yes.
All right, we have to show you what happened down in Augusta, Georgia. Now, before we roll the video, when the video pops up, I want you to look at the upper left-hand corner because that is where these trees fell down during the storm. So let's go ahead and show you what happened during the second round of the Masters. Upper left-hand corner, there go the trees. So as many people are at Augusta watching the watching the Masters second round, nobody hurt. Here's slow-mo video of it again.
Yeah.
We slowed it down, so you saw how fast it fell?
Those are towering trees.
Yeah.
And that storm came in today, knocked those 3 trees over. They had to go ahead and suspend play during the second round. They'll pick it up again in the morning. Again, thankfully, nobody injured. But, Sean, you're talking about tomorrow's early morning second round, and then, of course, the third round on Saturday. What's the weather going to be like?
Yeah, and to talk about this, too, I saw someone on Twitter say that this just shows you how lucky it is. So it's right at the front of the 17th tee box, which apparently they've been there before, and it's not a very populated place because you don't have a great view.
Right.
So they think that may have played a role in not having a whole lot of people there.
Thankfully,
so, tomorrow, at least in my memory bank, I may defer to you on this one. I don't think I recall a day at the Masters tomorrow with weather this bad.
Really?
I mean, this is going to be like more British Open, if we can show you. So this is tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. They're supposed to get started at 8 a.m. Now they will play, providing there's no lightning and providing there's no more trees being blown over as well. But they're going to be in rain. It's possible there could be some lightning delays, but look at that.
That's the temperature?
That's the temperature with the wind. That's not gusts, by the way. The gust will be higher than that. Sunday will be better, but it is going to be a slow start Sunday because they're still going to be topping out or in the 40s in the morning. The clouds should thin, and then we should get into the middle 60s there to finish. But tomorrow is just going to be a nasty day in Augusta.
So it'll be interesting to see if we see any more delays.
Yeah.
Tomorrow
And again,
as a result.
I think if there's not lightning, and the wind is not, again, blowing trees down, they're probably going to play in that.
Wow.
What would they normally do, like with lightning? Do they just maybe shift it another day?
Well, if they had to, they would just have to push it back. And I was watching the stream when it happened today, not of that particular camera. and the air horn sounded, and so that was, hey, that's
Yeah.
Did you see how fast it fell? Like you think, oh, it's so large, you would have time to see it or get out the way.
Yeah.
Clearly not the case here.
Surreal scene there, for
What
sure.
do you think? Maybe because the ground was saturated?
Well, I think that played a role. And then this wasn't really necessarily a thunder. It was more from the front coming in. The wind was about 30, but I think it's because the ground is so saturated. And, these trees have that canopy at the top.
Right.
They're almost like toothpicks to a certain degree, but
that's just the good Lord. That could have fallen any direction.
I'm
Like
telling
that's
you.
the thing. It could go any way,
so
and it went that way.
And I mean, they're having fans back there tomorrow.
Right.
Whew, I would be very nervous, depending on where you're sitting there on the course.
That was something today at the
Yeah.
Masters, so we'll monitor that. Well, all right, so a week ago tonight, Sean and Angela were here, and Felicia and I were helping out and kind of waiting to jump in, but it was really the weather team guiding you through those 22 tornadoes. And what a night that was. I mean, just the hours of coverage and all those tornadoes.
It's my heart still hurts for we have 5 fatalities in our state here, and just the folks that have to clean up. That's what we do. That's why we're here. And it's just still kind of pulls at you because there's still a lot of work to be done in these communities. 22, possibly make it up to 23, waiting on Chicago's office. But yeah, it'll go down in the top 5 most single day tornadoes, and they were all at nighttime.
Yeah,
too.
scary.
So, yeah, very.
So Anne-Marie Tiernan put together a group of stories from the coverage that we've seen over the last week, where we wanted to show you Hoosiers helping Hoosiers through the storm and the recovery. And here's her story.
Hundreds of homes reduced to rubble in a matter of minutes. The destruction is widespread, and the work to clean up is underway. It will take months. The news traveled fast. Emily Aaron, in fact, was with her family in Florida when the storm hit their community in Howard County. She traveled back to help.
Felt very disheartening not knowing what to do next, how to help the animals that were strapped here, But with everybody that showed up, called, came the next morning when we were that far away, it was awesome. We're just happy that everybody's safe and, that didn't hurt anybody, and it's just things that can be replaced.
And to the south in Johnson County.
Still a lot of cleanup to do there and a lot of help they need.
School was canceled, so at Clark Pleasant, nearly 200 faculty and staff boarded buses and got to work in neighborhoods in need.
If this happened to me, I'd want someone to come and help me do unto others. And this is my community where I work and teach and love these kids and love the families. All these people are taking, their time out to come and help, and just to show the love for our community, love for the people, love for our school corporation.
The response, they say, is simply the Warrior way.
I am so proud of being in this district, just to see how everyone truly pulls together. We teach our kids the Warrior way, which is to be respectful, responsible, and safe. And the Warrior way has really just kind of overtaken this week and reminded everybody this is what we do.
And out west in Sullivan County, the Reeds, Val and her husband Joseph, rode out the EF3 tornado in their basement. They weren't hurt. Their home is destroyed. They're grateful. Terre Haute's WTWO captured when they heard the unexpected news.
A gentleman from down the street, and he saw me on top of this pile that used to be a house, and he said he prayed to the Lord to show him what he can do for somebody. He said he wants to put a building up totally for nothing.
Isn't that amazing? Somebody sees that, wants to go ahead and help. Building a building for this guy out in Sullivan County.
Yeah, that's been the silver lining beauty in all of this.
That's for sure. Hoosiers always step up.
Yeah, and it's a great thing to say, and I think it's also infectious too.
Sure.
Maybe some others are seeing this, and maybe they're going to lend a hand too. So that's
You
great.
bet. All right, so it's good for obviously everybody, including the storm victims that are cleaning up, not to have to deal with rain this week.
Everything's quiet here for a long time.
Good.
We're talking well into the end of next week here. Let's get you a little glance one more time at your Saturday planner. Chilly start, yes. Quick rebound there. Plenty of sunshine. The wind is going to be a little brisk, certainly in the morning and after sunset, but man, that afternoon is looking spectacular and Easter Sunday just as nice.
You're going to be on the pitch with your kids tomorrow?
At 9 a.m.
You better bring a coat, my friend.
I will be layered for sure, for sure.
Yeah,
yes.
that's a sharp, well, I was going to say dive, increase.
Yeah.
Sharp increase.
And he's got, I think, near 80 next week.
We're flirting with 80.
So,
Okay.
Felicia, you're
Is
going to
this
be
it?
getting rid of the coat for a
Is
while.
this it?
We'll see, my friend.
Okay, not too
We'll see.
soon.
Hang in
Not
there.
too soon.
All right, Felicia and Sean and Swan will be with you tonight in about 50 minutes over on Channel 13. Thanks for joining us tonight at 10. Good night.